Good morning, YouTube. Today we saw some drastic nerfs to salvaging. And so what I want to do is salvage the nerfs by introducing this 2.5 tick. No knife log. You don't need a knife log. You don't need a slasher's break. You don't need any of that stuff. You just need your person. And you can do a 2.5 tick salvage on just your hook. So you don't even need to use both hooks at all. You can keep your little ghost guy right on one of the hooks, and you can do a 2.5 tick instead of a 5 tick. So what they did this update was change the classic every 4 ticks you have a chance of getting a salvage. They nerfed it into every 5 ticks, which is just horrible, and it's prevented you from just being able to do a classic 2 tick back and forth. So what you have to do now is a 2.5 tick. So unfortunately, this spot just became salvageable. So let me just hop worlds really quick. And I want to show you exactly how to do this, how to perform this. And I'm going to reset the XP per hour so you can kind of get a little idea of what it's looking like. Let's start up this. So we are just going to be utilizing this salvage hook right here. And you can just walk. So I'm just going to turn my walk on, turn it off. Or you guys can't see it because my camera's in the way. But you could just be walking. You don't need to be running. And what you're going to do is, this is very similar to like a 2-tick player-grown tree woodcutting thing, except now it's 5 tick, so it's a little bit more awkward. So the plugin you're going to want to get is, let me turn it to this. I am live right now. There's a report button plugin that shows you the ticks of how long you've been on the current world for. So a lot of people just have it as like a certain amount of time you've been on. Change it to ticks. So the plugin is called report button. Change it to ticks. And then what you're going to do is on tick number 9 or 4, click the salvaging hook, and then you're going to back up on the 0 or 5 tick on here. And then every time you see 5 or 0, you're just going to click back again. So that's going to keep you in rhythm. I know that probably made no sense to some of you right there, but just give me a second. So as soon as it hits 39, I'm going to click the salvaging hook. Very next tick, click back, and then go for, well, I fucked up because I'm too focused on trying to narrate this while I do it. So on 169, that's when I'll start. I click the salvaging hook. On 170, I click back and then immediately go back. So here we go. Watch the report button. Boom, boom, boom. And now every 5 and every 0, I step back. See what I'm doing? As soon as it hits 195, I click back and then I click forward again. Then 0, I click back and forward. And then what this is doing is it's causing you to get a double roll. So this is technically 2.5 tick salvaging. I am getting unlucky on the salvages right now, but you'll see I will get a double roll. I'll get a 400 XP drop in a second, which is just gorgeous as soon as I hit it. And the reason the report button's so helpful is that you can just kind of look at it. So if you're kind of like distracted a little bit, you just look at the report button and you stay in cycle easily, because it is a bit awkward with the slower rhythm of a 5 tick every single time you're doing it. By the way, if this thing appears, just click it, and then you can just continue on with the 5 and 0. So I'm gonna wait until I can finally get a double drop. I know I'm in the right cycle and just getting unlucky. But this is basically 2.5 tick. This is twice as fast as you can AFK salvage on one hook. So if you don't like knife log, but you still want to increase your XP per hour by, I guess it's not technically double, but like doubling what you're providing for your XP per hour, this is definitely worth it. Yeah, sabotage by RNG. This is not going as smoothly as I'd hoped. I hoped I would get like multiple double rolls by now, but eventually it'll happen, right? Right. Oh, come on. Oh, there we go. Right there. That was beautiful. See that? So that was proof that we are getting a double roll every time. Just getting kind of unlucky with the rolls. So now I'm going to continue on the cycle. And notice how I purposely try to get the extractor so I can stay in that 5 or 0 rhythm. You can choose any number you want. You just have to remember it. Look at that. The back-to-back double drop. That was gorgeous. And then if you deposit, so if I do a quick deposit, I'm just gonna wait until the 4 again and then go back. So 4 or 9 is when you start it. So every time you got to click the salvaging hook once and then you immediately back up and then click it again. So that's the whole cycle to get it set up. So let me just show that one more time. So if let's just say I messed up the cycle, I waited too long, I'm out of cycle now. You cannot continue if you're out of cycle. It'll just throw everything off. So whenever you fuck up, click adjacent to the hook and then look at the numbers down here by the report button. And when it says 9 or 4, again, you can choose any number you want. 9 or 4 is just gonna be simpler. Click it, boom, click back, and then forward again. And now you're on the 5-0 pattern again. So every time it says 0 or 5 on the single digit, you click back and then immediately click back again. So this is a way to not use knife log and get more XP per hour, basically. And this is still not like the best thing to be doing. The absolute best way to maximize XP per hour is doing 1.5 tick on both hooks with a knife log, because it's just crazy XP per hour, but it's very exhausting. And my preferred method is actually Celaster sparking, which I actually deleted because the game started lagging and it wasn't letting me yellow click, so the fucking thing turned into a battle staff. But I will provide a little guide on that as well. That one's definitely my preferred method to do it, and it is faster. It becomes 2 tick instead of 2.5 tick. So, but yeah, so for those that are kind of scared of tick manipulation, but you still like rhythm, and you do want to get a little bit more XP per hour, this is definitely like a good way to go about it. I'm getting like bad RNG right here, but the XP per hour does increase over time. I'm also only 88 selling. But if you're 99, you're going to be getting faster, obviously. So hopefully that helped you guys out. And if you guys haven't subscribed already, be sure to subscribe. More sailing videos on the way. And thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.